It's in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Batum, but into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
Stomp your feet, everybody, from Philadelphia. 76ers, clap your hands, everybody, from Philadelphia. 76ers, stomp your feet, everybody, from Philadelphia. 76ers, clap your hands, everybody, from Philadelphia. 76ers, stomp your feet, everybody.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. BG, Jen, welcome back to Eat Sleep Sixers. We are officially in the playoffs of 2024. We beat the Miami Heat in a rough, tough, a hell of a game. There are some concerns, but we're going to be positive tonight because we did the job. We handled business, and the flower lady is here. She's here, and the spotlight is on her, and the spotlight is on you, Jen. You just got here.
Me?
Let us know who's getting your flowers.
All right, I will do that. But first, I want to say, during the pregame, I said I felt like there was two ways this game could go. One was with superhero Embiid, and one was going to be a really close game, but either one would be a win. So here we are with the very close game variety, which was much more stressful than I feel
Whew.
I needed today.
Oof. Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
But I mean, we all know who the obvious flowers go to, so I'll save them for somebody else. But and giving my flowers to Kyle Lowry.
Okay. Doing all the dirty work. How about
That's
you,
right.
BG?
You go first, Carl. You can go first. You can go first. It's okay.
Well, I got to give my flowers to the man with the glasses, Brother Nick Nurse, Dr. Nick Nurse. He went in at halftime after getting creamed with that zone we've been getting, slaughtered with for years in the playoffs. He went in at halftime. He ripped his game plan apart, and he created a new one. Doc Rivers, this is what coaching is about. Adjustments. It came out that third quarter with a whole new team on defense. They let their defense dictate their offense. And hell of a performance by the bench and the Sixers. So Nick Nurse. How about you, BJ?
I'm gonna just be honest with you. The whole time Jim was talking, and the whole time Carl was talking, all I heard was blah 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 blah.
Why?
Because I will not go the rest of this night without giving my flowers to Nicolas Batum.
Absolutely.
Who was that guy? Who is he? Who's that? What is this PJ? Is this the PJ dude they was talking about?
No, this is PB. PB, playoff Batum.
I was just going to say, I think we got playoff Batum.
We got playoff Batum.
Is this that dude that they was telling us PJ was? Did I just see what I think I saw? Somebody making knockdown three after knockdown three in the corner because he's open.
Thank God his wife let him come out to play with the boys.
Playing
today.
Such amazing defense the whole time.
That was next. Let me finish giving my flowers. Y'all decided not to choose between, so don't interrupt.
That's because I figured we can all contribute to the flowers of the Knicks.
Come on now. Come on
I was sitting there with a fan of a different team. I will not speak of that team because this is a Sixers podcast. But I was sitting there with him, and he said, yo, honestly, Batum might be y'all biggest pickup of the year. I said, I still think it's Oubre, but man, oh man, Batum looks good, man. He looked good when it mattered.
For some reason, when him and Joel are on the court together, he plays better. His game is better. His spacing is better. Everything is better for him. He creates more. He does all the little things on the floor. But tonight, he did a lot of the big stuff. He did the big stuff tonight.
Willing the team to win. He pulled the whole team on his back and said, "We're winning this game."
I didn't even know he had emotion.
I know.
and he showed it.
He screamed.
I didn't know he had that. I did not know Nicolas Batum had that. Thank you for bringing it out.
Most
Today
definitely.
was the day to bring it out.
Most
Because
definitely.
boy, oh boy, we needed it. We could talk about all these flowers, but we gotta address a lot of elephants.
We do. We
But I,
do.
but I
We
think
do.
that
That's
I
We
think
in
do.
this
that
room right now.
I think that the momentum shifted with the brickin' for chicken.
Most
I
definitely, the
said that.
bricking
I
for
said that.
chicken definitely did something. I mean, it's something about a free
Something
chicken
about free
sandwich.
chicken just got
Come
everybody
on.
hype.
Come
I
on.
literally said, okay, y'all got the crowd on y'all side. Please don't mess this up. The crowd
Most,
is cheering. Please don't mess this up.
most definitely. And I will be remiss since we're in the flower section. I know we're leaving out, but we're still in the section. That damn bench. This bench tonight came in and they did what a bench supposed to do. That's pick the starters up. The starters have been picking them up most of the year. And the biggest time when it's time for them to pick the starters up, they did it tonight. Shout
I
out
have
to the bench.
absolutely, because you know what we always say? We always say there's always some random dude on the other team's bench that lights us up. Where's our guy? We never
There
have
you
that
go.
random
I found him.
guy.
There you go.
Now
Found
we
him.
have.
There you go. They did not game plan for Nicolas Batum. I bet $1,000 he wasn't on. He was not on the game
He
plan.
was not on the scouting report.
No.
The reason I don't give Nick Nurse a A though, Carl, I know you
Why?
gave me flowers,
I
but
gotta give him credit.
his grade drops a little bit because I did see that first half, and there was a lot of points in that first half that I would have. Me personally, I'm not saying that I'm smarter than Nick Nurse,
No.
but there is points where I would have said, you know what, maybe I insert campaign for some energy. Maybe nobody could make a shot in that first half.
No, not
Nobody
at
on the
all.
Sixers could make a shot in that
But
first
you
half.
know,
Why not say, you know what? Let me just put something fresh out there and see what he can bring. Campaign is
Rick,
since
what's
he's
up?
been a Sixer has brought nothing but energy. Whether he's thrust it into the starting lineup because Maxey's out and Kyle's out. Whether he's coming off the bench in a short-term role, whether he's coming off the bench in a bigger role, he has given us energy every time. And I did not like the fact that Nick didn't turn to him sooner because when he did, made a big three momentum thing. Took him out. It served his purpose, but I think he should have called that number a little earlier.
You know what? We could poop on Tobias Harris as much as we would
As
like
we
to.
could, man.
We
I
definitely
could
could,
talk all
Jen,
day about him.
Jen, I would be remiss. The guy had 10 rebounds tonight, and in a time when we needed it. 9 points, 10 rebounds. He is the fourth option now.
I'm
He's
not
that.
hearing any of this.
Go ahead, Jen. Go off. Go
Whenever
off. Go off.
Tobias was on the bench, we went on a run. We went on a run. Come on.
He was
Come
missing
on.
layups, dog. He missed 3 layups in one play.
He was definitely in his head
He
real
was
heavy
so
tonight.
soft going to the basket. He
Oh
was
my
just like,
god.
oh, woops, I missed
Yeah,
it.
that one
Oh,
play where he missed
I missed it.
the 3 layups in one play. The first one, I
Yes.
said, why not just dunk it? like just
don't-
dunk it.
I don't know what's going on with my guy, man. I don't know what's going on with my guy, but thank God tonight in general, we dodged a lot of unnecessary, situations that we put ourselves in. A lot of turnovers that we were just throwing the ball away. A lot of, you mentioned
The
the stat.
turnovers in the
Listen,
first half.
listen,
Oh,
listen. The stagnance in the offense in the first quarter was due to the lack of movement. I saw a lot of Doc Rivers offense, standing around, passing the ball around the horn, hoping somebody gets open. It's not going to work against an aggressive matchup 2-3 zone. It's not.
I was like,
So
are
what
we
they
just
did,
playing catch? Can we
yeah,
stop playing catch, please?
what they did is they came out and they moved around. This was the Nick Nurse offense. Let's move around. Let's move without the ball. Let's create confusion within their zone. And then they got out of their zone for a while. They didn't know who they were. So shout out to Nick Nurse, man.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with all the turnovers in the first half. I had a lot of problems with the stagnant energy, the lack of hustle, the lazy passing. I could go on. I don't want to say they were a different team in the second half because that's not true. It was really toward the end of the third quarter that they started getting it together.
So BG mentioned elephants in the room. So let's talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. So evidently our guy is a little bit more hurt than we thought. from tweaking his ankle. I heard them even say something about him tweaking his knee, not his ankle, during the broadcast. So I have to ask this because we're in media. How concerned are you guys? Do you think that this rest up we'll get before the first round will be enough for him to get somewhat back to the Embiid we saw a few games ago?
It ain't a lot of rest, Carl. We gonna play on what, Saturday?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it ain't no
Yeah.
rest. This
I mean,
is regular time off.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear
It's
you.
the regular season. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing. That injury stuff, I ain't got time for it. Now you showed us she was back. It should
Right.
continue. When
Right.
you play against teams like Miami, I mean, this didn't surprise me. And B
Yeah.
plays bad against the zone. They
Right.
just do it well. They
Right.
do it well, and they
They
do it
do.
even better when their backs against the wall, when it's the playoffs. So I'm not surprised at what I saw out of Embiid. Was I happy? I'm very upset with what I saw out of Embiid, but I'm not judging him until I see him in a series. This was a game against a team that clearly knows how to guard Embiid. They
Right.
like
Right.
just
Nick-
watch the film. Watch the last
Eric-
16
Eric
matchups
Spoelstra
between
got it.
Miami. It's the same thing. It's the
Yeah,
same thing.
Eric Spoelstra got it. You know.
And I don't think it was so much the physical. I mean, obviously, he looked out of shape. His knee must have been hurting him, but I don't think that's what it was. The
You don't think that was
smoking and that energy and that being in his head that he does. If he's not, things aren't going right, man. His energy just comes way down and brings
Maybe-
everybody down with it.
Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but maybe I thought his energy was due to the fact that he knew he's a little frustrated because he can't do what he wants to do physically right now. You
Which
know,
is
and he's in
fine.
his
Like
head
neither
about it.
could Jimmy Butler, but you don't see him sulking
Right,
around.
right. Speaking of Jimmy Butler,
Carl, I was about to say, you lucky Jen just intercepted that because I was about to curse you.
go ahead, cuss me out.
Maybe he's just upset because he's not able to do. You're a superstar. Team's game plan for you. What?
I was speaking injury wise, BG. He's not able to do, you know, the normal Embiid stuff. Few times he went. Let me bring it back. Let me put some stats on this. Few times he went to the rec. Last few times he went to the rec. You seen he came up noticeably short at the rec, pushing off the same knee. You know, going to the rec. He doesn't have power in that knee like that. So there's some adjustment as an athlete. You play ball, BG.
I think he does have the power though, Carl. I think it's a mental thing.
You think so?
He doesn't trust his knee yet.
Right,
I think
right,
he's
right,
scared to let it all go. I think he's
Right.
scared to let it all go.
right.
And I'm not saying take the brace off, but as long as that brace is there, it's a constant reminder. Yes, I just had this surgery. Oh, I just was down. I just had this injury. Is it ready? Is it ready? I know that brace is there for a reason. It's a mental thing, in my opinion. I think talent-wise, it has nothing to do with his talent. And B can score 50 in his sleep.
Right.
I know you look at it at the end of the game, and you're like, this is anybody else's really good game.
That's what I'm saying. Like anybody else other than the field goal percentage, this is an amazing game. 6 for 17, I don't like that. 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 2 for 4 from 3, 15 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, no blocks. I don't like that. 5
Right.
assists, and all 5 assists were great assists.
Great
Like,
assists,
They were
yeah.
needed assists.
Yeah.
Even he didn't force a shot, and 23 points. It's not a bad game.
No, it's
but
not.
It's not
Yo, a bad game for Joel Embiid is a very good game for another big man in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been spoiled with this guy getting 34 points per game in 3 quarters, you know, effortlessly. So when he doesn't do that, there is an outbarrow, like, you know. So
I think it's a mental thing. I think he doesn't trust it yet. He does not trust it yet. And that was remember what I told you when we talked on the phone the other day when we was discussing our disagreement before? I said my fear was him not coming back in the regular season and having to deal with a mental issue
yeah,
in the playoffs to start. Now, granted, he did get some games under his belt to but remember what I said, it wasn't the stiffest competition. It wasn't the stiff. Now he faced a team that's legit. Miami. This was in the finals.
let me ask you.
Oh, I gotta get up for this. Yeah, it's different. It's just different.
Let me ask you a question. Based off the teams of the past that would get kicked out of the second round, do you notice a difference in this team as far as tonight and the way they performed in the game they absolutely had to have? Did you
No.
notice a difference?
No,
Okay.
no,
Well, I
because
did
I won't
notice-
judge it off of one game.
I won't judge it off of one game either, but I did notice a difference in our bench.
Right, right, right,
That
right,
doesn't mean
right.
that's always going to be the way it is, but tonight our bench
They
was
showed up.
clutch.
Yeah,
They were really clutch. I do want to talk about Tyrese Maxey
let's talk. Elephant. That's
because
another elephant in the
he
room.
was supposed to be like he was the X factor for me tonight. And he always plays well against Miami. Oh, he's gotten 30 points the past 3 times he's played Miami. So what do you think the issue was tonight with Maxi BG?
I don't want to say the moment was too big because he's been in these moments already.
I got one word. I got
So
one
I don't
name.
know if it was the moment or it could have just been an off night. I don't expect this out of Maxey for the whole playoffs. The same way I don't expect this out of Embiid the whole playoffs. The same way I don't expect this out of Uber. I don't think we played our best basketball tonight. We were
Most
saved by some heroic shots from Nicolas Batum. We finally got an extra to be the deciding factor of a win. The things that happen for other teams that never happen for us, only way we win is if a star shows out. We got, I don't want to say lucky because we as a team won this game, but overall, we didn't play well. So, as much as I don't expect Maxey to play this way for the rest of the playoffs, I don't expect this team to play this way the rest of the playoffs. I expect a better team the rest of the way for sure. So I'm not judging it yet. It was a bad game. It was a bad game.
most definitely. Definitely was a bad game, and we got helped out in different ways. But that's what impresses me the most, and made me want to think of that question because I didn't see that from teams in the past. They would find a way to lose this game. Absolutely, this team put the switch on, flicked the switch that second half, and they turned a whole different direction than what they were going. I haven't seen that in past Sixers teams, and that's what got me a little bit excited. And if they can continue that, and then we could get our regular production because we were missing about 30 points between Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey from what they normally do.
Mhm.
So you put them out there with their normal averages, and we balling. We hooping.
Yeah,
We
I
hooping.
thought I think the fact that we played so poorly in the first, were able to come back and beat Miami shows me, that even with Joel playing like super sluggish and Maxi not having a great game, we can still fight and win these games. And also Miami's like not as good as I thought they were.
I mean, this is not the Miami team that would kill us. That they are missing certain components. But still, listen, they played a hell of a game. Let's not talk about them like they chopped liver. This team
No.
came to play, and they came to take this win from us. And we had a few excellent performances that was unexpected. What do you have? 7 threes, Batum?
Six for 10.
Jesus Christ.
6 for 10.
Then he's throwing passes, and
And he boomed on Bam, but it didn't count.
he definitely two-hand boomed
And he
on
boomed
Bam.
on Bam, it didn't count though. It
I don't
didn't
know
count.
why that didn't count.
Oh, he's gonna need to sit in the ice baths for a couple days, man.
So most definitely, I heard a little update about Melton during the game. They said he's hopeful. Their Sixers are hopeful to have him back. So that's better news than what we talked about in the pregame. You know, I would
Yeah,
love to see that guy.
adding that extra player to this roster is definitely what we need. I'm not really pressed to bring Cove back simply because
He ain't been out there.
he ain't been out there. Like I would hate to mess up what this team is. And I mean, they played exactly what I usually want. I want to see 9 players in the playoffs, 9 players max. I should see a starter out there at all times. I don't care which starter it is. It could be Kyle. I don't care which starter it is. The starter should be out there at all times in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So they did exactly what I wanted. Now, if I add Melton to the mix,
things is interesting, man. Things is interesting.
All
So
right, so now we know we are playing the New
Miami
York
Knicks, the
Knicks.
the
Miami
Miami
New York
Knicks.
Knicks Saturday at 6 o'clock. I am actually out of town. I will get to see the game. I
It's
will get
okay.
to be on with y'all.
It's
It's going to be
okay.
really upsetting for me. But enough about me. What do you think about the matchup? What are you looking for? What do you
Well,
think's
listen.
going to happen game
I think we need to flip the page. next game, next series. I think we need to bring the fight to this team. Do not sit back, see what they got, and then come out and expect in the second half to come back and win a game. It doesn't happen like that in the NBA all the time. You need outrageous performances like tonight for that to happen. So don't count on that. Bring the fight to them. I need to see that. I need to see that. They're ready.
I thought Lowry was the winner of my flowers. I thought he had a really impactful game. Sorry, I was just answering that comment.
How about you, BJ?
The season series was 3-1. The Knicks, albeit 1, 2, 3 of those matchups definitely didn't have Embiid, even though they smoked us when we did have Embiid. But I honestly think I'm really being honest. I really think we could clean the Knicks up quickly. I know that Jalen Brunson is a stone cold killer.
Right.
I know he is. He's an assassin. But if we split in New York, come to Philly for 2, I could easily see us being up 3-1 in that series.
Most definitely.
I could easily see us being up 3-1 quickly in that series. So I like the matchup. I like the fact that Maxey doesn't get any time off. There's no breaks for Maxey. Maxey's going against tough guard after tough guard, and I like that for his development. But I think we beat the Knicks, man. I think at worst 4-2. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and make a bold for that series and say I think we can win 4-1. I really think we're that much better than them. Yes, they're the 2 seed. But if you look at the 2 seed and the 7 seed, it's only 4 games that separate us. It's not like they was head over heels better than us.
And you got to add in there that
we did
down an MVP.
Without,
Yeah,
we went
man.
2 months without the MVP. So please don't compare that to the month that they've done without Julius Randle. That's not comparable because of the impact.
I would like to add that I think it's a great matchup for us in a lot of different ways. Just off what you said, Julius Randle is out. That's one of their big guys. They do have other big guys, but they're not Julius Randle. And I think Joel Embiid.
They are trying to rush him back. They are trying to rush him back though.
Well, he ain't gonna be in time for this series, so he might get rushed right back home on the couch. I definitely want to go to the New York.
I'm gonna see what it's saying for his latest.
Okay,
so go ahead.
I mean, I think if we can steal one of the first 2,
the first one, get it right out the way.
If we can steal one of the first 2 in Madison Square Garden, I think we can probably win the series. If we don't steal one of those first 2 and we're starting from that like 2-0 deficit, 0-2 deficit, then I'm not so sure anymore. But, I can be convinced.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Julius Randle ain't coming back.
No, he ain't coming back, man.
Coming back.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think this is a big series for the Sixers, big fellas, because that's the advantage on paper. Our big fellas. So I want to see how Nick Nurse.
Wait. I ain't gonna let you slide that in there and act like I didn't hear what you just said. You said our advantage is what?
Our tall centers.
Wait, let's start over. You put an S on the end of that word. Well, I'm trying to figure out who the
Big
hell
fellas.
is
Whoa,
these
hold on.
that you talk about. Wait a minute. No, I heard that first time. I'm gonna give him a chance to clear it up.
I want you to do one of your real clip thingies again, because I want you to bring back when you said about Mo Bamba. Oh, Mo played pretty good tonight. Mo play. He'll have a game where he can step in and play good.
Carl, you talking to BG? You think I want Mo Bamba to play in the playoffs?
Mo Bamba is not seeing the court.
Are you kidding me? You talking to me, and you think I want Mo Bamba out there in the playoffs?
Listen, I'll tell you like this. If there's a series where I'm subbing Paul Reed in and he's looking like he's having a brain fart, you think I'm not throwing Mo Bamba in here in this place?
I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. If you mop your floor with a dirty mop,
it's going to stink.
It's going to stink. It's going to stink. I'm sorry. If you mop your floor with a dirty mop.
We still got Bamba chilling on the bench, waiting for his turn to shine like Batum. like he did tonight.
Bamba had a good game, our last game.
Yes,
So
he did,
that's
Jen.
fine. He ended the season on a high note. Let's just leave it there.
Well, in the best case scenario, we won't see no Bamba because Paul Reed gonna keep coming out the mud,
We are
doing the
not
dirty
letting
stuff.
Mo cook, Milt. I'm so sorry. He can cook in his kitchen at home.
Ain't no way. Look, Lex said we still got Bamba. Now,
So
look, he's on the roster, but he will not play in no games unless we getting smoked or we smoking somebody. That's
BG,
the
real
only
quick.
way.
What time we play on Saturday? What's
It's
the game?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So we will have a 5:30 pregame, you guys. Do not be late. You see BG cooking up stuff, for pregame for y'all to watch. You never know what may come up next. You never know where we may give out tickets. You never know where we may have a guest up here. You got to keep tuned. You got to hit the notifications. You got to hit the like buttons. Sorry, Jen, I'm still in your thunder.
No, go for it. Knock yourself out.
You got to advertise, word of mouth advertisement. You like this podcast? We do too. We love it. Share it. Let your friends know. With that being said, we had a hell of a game today. And more than anything, it's more Sixers basketball to be played, which is exciting for all of us. So, any closing thoughts, family?
No, let's just go. Keep the momentum going. Keep getting better. And let's take these Knicks.
Let's do it. Let's do it. How about you, BJ?
That's 9 straight. Bring on the Knicks.
Bang. 9-ball. 9-ball in the corner pocket.
That's 9 straight. Like we get caught up in the fact that, we winning. Yay, I'm happy that we play. Oh, Embiid's back. Look at that column too. That's 9 straight wins for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Uh-oh, we got a guess.
Congratulations.
And the cat's happy. You know what that means? Look up top. You'll notice we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. We depend on word of mouth advertisement. So, Jen, what do we expect people to do by now?
We expect you to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Eat Sleep Sixers podcast. And subscribe to our channel.
Absolutely. And if you didn't understand that in English, BG is going to say something in Espanol.
Again. So I had to say it in English in the pregame. I had to say it in Spanish in the pregame. I got to say it. So you don't.
Or I'm telling Amber.
Hey, just a heads up. I know we don't care anymore because we are in the playoffs. But the play-in score for Chicago and Atlanta currently is 33-20. Chicago, 56 seconds left in the first quarter. So it looked like Chicago might be playing Miami next, but we'll see. But again, no te olvides de decir a un amigo que la digo, un amigo que la digo, una amiga. Wepa.
Go Sixers. Playoffs. Come see us on Saturday, 5:30. Let's get it.
Let's go Sixers, man. We'll see y'all